Everyone, welcome to the flip through of my latest junk journal. The theme is cat fancy, and it's inspired because somebody asked me to do a cat journal. I thought it was a great idea, so here we go. A couple of housekeeping notes before I start the flip through. My journals are open-mouthed and meant to sit like this. They are filled with all sorts of tactile materials because I want you to engage with the journal because you're a different person every single time you open the journal. So maybe use a pen, a marker, maybe you use some watercolor to write in it, a gel pen, but every single time you're going to have a different sort of experience, and that's kind of it is built into this because I build these journals as pieces of art. So there are three ways that you can utilize them. Number one, it is a journal, obviously, for you to write in. Number two, as a piece of folk art. I do collect journals from other creators, and some of them are so gorgeous they just sort of sit on my this charm just fell off. They do sit on my bookshelf or mantle, and I just admire them or draw inspiration from them. The third way you may want to use this is as a ceremonial journal, right? You can have it at a wedding, a birthday, an event, an anniversary, graduation. Maybe it's at the front desk of your home or office, or some sort of meeting that you're having. And so you can allow people to sign in wherever they want so that it expresses their personality and yours. Sometimes it's a great gift to collect sort of autographs and signatures and wishes and something like this that you want to give to somebody special. The other things, so those are the three ways: as a ceremonial journal, a regular journal, or as a piece of folk art. I do use both found and purchased materials, vintage and modern, so you're going to see a variety of things, whether it's metal, beads, fabric, lace, trim, ribbons, gems. The papers are treated with wax, fire, they are dyed, watercolored. And the other thing I should add is I'm a little bit different from other creators in that there's a ton of original art. It's not just printing out designs and stitching together a journal. I hand make and do a lot of stuff. I'm an artist and an architect, so there's painting, watercolor, collages, and the like. So without further ado, let's get started on the journal. So you can see, as I mentioned, it's Cat Fancy. That's a collage, an original artwork, and it's covered in vintage fabric. I've got two dangles here on the end. One is a little cat charm, as you can see here. And then the other things that your cat may like to play with: a ceramic feather, lots of different ribbons and jewelry, turquoise jewelry. There are some gems attached here. Some of these little pieces of fabric are treated and they're stitched. We've got some beads, some keys. So those are fun, and you can, of course, remove them. I experimented with a type of closure I've never used before on this journal, which is clips and chains. Usually I do just ribbons or leave them wide mouthed. So you can use this to keep your journal closed. Now, everywhere that you see space, oh, let me also say I'm the worst camera person in the world, so I'm going to ask for your forgiveness for that. So I may hit the camera, but anywhere there is space, it's journaling space for you, and you approach it as you are. You're a different person every time you journal in here, and there are different ways that you journal. Sometimes it's a piece of paper, it's a journaling card, it's a mini notebook. This is not a journal, obviously, that you stick in your back pocket and take with you, but I do have lots of mini journals that allow you to do that are incorporated in this. This is another original piece of artwork. It's a collage of a cat. These are all treated papers and bordered. This is dyed and treated. This is tea dyed. I use tons of different types of teas when I dye my papers, so you will see different tints. Journaling cards. Tucked into spaces. This is some lace with a cat charm attached. These might be some of my favorite. These are cat tarot cards, which I just adore. I think they're so whimsical and cute. And they also come in sticker form. How adorable is that? So that you can decorate the journal as you see fit. This paper is paper that I purchased in the 1990s in Paris, France. It is vintage, obviously, and it is this pink paper. It is graph paper that school children use. I love it, so I bought it in multiple colors. And now it is all a journal for you. And you'll see I create pockets and mini journals and incorporate them throughout. I think they're lovely, but they are vintage and they are from Paris and they are from the 1990s and they are literally what school children would use to take notes on in Parisian schools. Love these little cat paper clips. Some of these embossed stamps on journaling cards. This is a handmade journaling card. Something a cat might enjoy climbing up in. This is a mini journal, so you can take it out, put it in your pocket, go for a walk, and then return it. And then these are little paw prints that I've hand drawn, tea-dyed paper. Tucks into here. It's a butterfly. And cats like butterflies. It's rich, really rich, dark tea. This is a different kind of tea, I think, that paper was dyed in. So you see the color differences. It's a little vellum pocket, hand sewn. Here's another little mini journal featuring tea-dyed paper. Journaling cards. Vellum. More journaling cards. I kind of want to write in it myself. A template with a few lines from Yeats about cats. It's a poem about cats I thought was cool. One of the first lines in there. This is gorgeous vintage lace. The gorgeous charm. Handmade yarn balls. This is sort of special. This is it was a picture of a ancient woodblock Japanese samurai and a Japanese cat, which I turned into a journaling card. What I like about this is they're just lots of things to discover. This is a bookmark / journaling card. Lots of pockets for you to add your own artwork or mementos to. I love our little friend. Craft paper, tea-dyed paper that's been aged. And again, this is all purposely different shapes, sizes, ways to interact with the journal that you choose. You choose how you interact with it. It's not, it's a living thing. It's a dynamic thing. It's not just something that you come and sort of impose. It interacts with you, it moves with you, it vibrates, it sometimes doesn't cooperate, and it's supposed to be that way. It's conceived that way. I love hearing from people how they use these journals. These are lots of little stickers, catnip, and all sorts of fun things. And this is another notebook. Mini notebook, I should say, and you'll find more of this French school gridded paper that you can actually take out if you're going on a walk or want to more portable version of a journal that you want to write in. Do that. You might notice that some of these paintings, these are actually pages of famous paintings. And you can keep them as is or use gel pens to write on them. Ooh, I love these. So this is actually my favorite. This is tea-dyed tea and actually I think it's just tea-dyed envelopes. And then I collaged some pictures here, but here's what's really fun. Collected lots of different papers with cats on them that you can admire or write on or use, and they're all whimsical and they're all fun. And I have so much fun with these. So there are lots of different patterns in here for you to use. Another mini notebook. A lot of embellishment. And, you know, the way that you interact with this and your friends interact with this, if you use this as a ceremonial type of sign-in book, or maybe you're giving it to a friend, maybe it's their wedding and you want everyone to put their memories down, you know, everyone interacts and chooses where they want to write. So it shows a little bit of their personality as well. That's actually a great idea. I've done that before. I've bought journals like this and for friends and then had everybody sort of write some things in there. Again, this is some of that school school-aged children, the paper that they use. Turned into a journal. There are lots of pockets for you to fill up with your own stuff. More of that school paper, Parisian vintage school paper. It's so gorgeous and it's so modern, isn't it? You can see there are a lot of mini notebooks. That's upside down. This is actually my favorite. These are tea-dyed papers that have been aged, and then I hand stitch them in different colors with book binding thread. So wax thread, I just adore them. They look super old, and I love them, and they're probably two of my favorite things. With a cat paper clip, of course. Cats are magical things, aren't they? They deserve wings. God, could you imagine cats with wings? What terrors they would be. Again, handmade art. It's a little portfolio. That have beautiful themes of reminiscences of our feline companions or things that they like. Birds, milk. The last page, there's another little pocket here, is 2 journaling cards that are handmade. And that's it. So thank you for being on the flip through. And if you would like to purchase these, they're available on eBay.